Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? I hope you are having a great Friday. I know that the majority of you still have not received your $1,400 third stimulus check. This is really horrible. I just can't believe how long it is taking the IRS to distribute all third stimulus payments to eligible Americans. I completely understand how you all feel. I am so upset that the IRS is just leaving you all hanging, with no further updates or information. Although the IRS said that it would begin processing the next wave of stimulus checks today, it seems like most of you are still not seeing any payment date on the IRS Get My Payment tool or a pending deposit. Thank you so much everyone for being here. I will be here every day to help guide you through all of this mess. Alright everyone, so if you are still waiting for your third stimulus payment, leave a comment in the comment section below. There are millions of Americans that are in the same boat as you. The IRS has been doing a really terrible job at distributing stimulus checks. Millions of stimulus checks still need to be sent out. I know it is hard to stay patient and calm during these times. It is so upsetting to see so many people still waiting for their stimulus money to arrive. The IRS usually begins processing payments on Fridays, and then banks release the stimulus funds to its customers the following Wednesday. Some of you could begin to see a pending deposit in your account over this weekend. But there are some banks that don't show pending deposits. The money is just deposited into the account. So just because you don't see a pending deposit, that does not mean your stimulus check is not on its way to you. It is also very common to receive a third stimulus check without the IRS Get My Payment tool even updating. If you still don't see your check anytime soon, it is also possible that your $1,400 payment was garnished by private debt collectors, unlike the second stimulus payment, which was protected against garnishment from private debt collectors. The third round of stimulus checks don't include garnishment prohibitions. That's because the American Rescue Act's passage through budget reconciliation. Lawmakers were unable to block debt collectors from garnishing stimulus payments. The American Bankers Association and other banking groups did try to fix this and asked for Congress to take steps to protect the payments. While Congress hasn't acted, some states are pushing back. There are governors and attorneys general outlawing the garnishment practice in recent weeks. The governor of New Jersey signed an executive order on March 24 protecting the latest stimulus funds from debt collectors in New York, where the attorney general blocked debt collectors from taking the $1,400 payments from debtors. Other states that have enacted protections include Maryland, Massachusetts, Nebraska, and Washington. If you do not live in any of these states, your check may still be garnished by debt collectors. I noticed some of you received a stimulus check much smaller than you expected to receive. Unlike the second stimulus payment, which was protected against garnishment from private debt collectors, the third round of stimulus checks don't include garnishment prohibitions. That's because the American Rescue Act's passage through budget reconciliation. Lawmakers were unable to block debt collectors from garnishing stimulus payments. The American Bankers Association and other banking groups did try to fix this and asked for Congress to take steps to protect the payments. While Congress hasn't acted, some states are pushing back. There are governors and attorneys general outlawing the garnishment practice in recent weeks. The governor of New Jersey signed an executive order on March 24 protecting the latest stimulus funds from debt collectors in New York, where the attorney general blocked debt collectors from taking the $1,400 payments from debtors. Other states that have enacted protections include Maryland, Massachusetts, Nebraska, and Washington. If you do not live in any of these states, your check may still be garnished by debt collectors. I notice some of you received a stimulus check much smaller than you expected to receive. Well, according to the IRS, Americans who've already filed their 2020 tax returns may be entitled to additional stimulus money as part of plus-up payments. Eligible Americans will include those who saw their incomes or number of dependents change last year. However, the IRS is warning people expecting those payments that they may be for less than anticipated, depending on a couple of factors. The plus-up payment is determined by the differences between your 2019 and 2020 tax returns, and how different those are changes how much additional money you receive. It is so crazy how it is already a year since this entire crisis began. Thankfully, the economic recovery has picked up speed. I am happy to hear that several hard-hit sectors, including restaurant and bars, also saw big improvements. However, the U.S. economy has 8.4 million fewer jobs than it did before the crisis began. About 4.2 million Americans have been out of work for at least 6 months. It is definitely hard for them to land new jobs. Well, everyone, to address this, President Joe Biden signed the $1.9 trillion relief into law last month. The relief package provides a $300 weekly boost to jobless benefits and extends two key pandemic unemployment programs until early September. Let me know in the comment section below if you think lawmakers should increase the $300 weekly boost to $400. But recently, the U.S. Labor Department recently issued new rules that allow claimants to remain eligible for benefits by self-attesting that the job offer does not meet safety standards. Now there are several states that recently announced that many or all recipients of unemployment benefits will have to search for work or bolster their skills to remain on unemployment benefits. There are already 19 other states that have brought back the requirement. The jobless could lose benefits if they turn down employment unless they have a valid safety concern. I would love to hear your thoughts on this, everyone. Leave them in the comments below. Leave any questions in the comments below. That is the end of the video, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to enter the $50 Amazon gift card giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and commenting below.
Hello, everybody. Good turnout. Thank you very much. I've just been meeting with the governor and his staff to talk about my day. I started at the Gamecock Vaccination Center being run by Prisma Healthcare and USC and the National Guard. Governor, I'm very proud of what you're doing. If you want a vaccination, you can get one. It takes about an hour. I've been vaccinated. I would urge everybody in the state to get vaccinated. We need about 70–80% of our population to get to herd immunity so we can go back about our lives and play football safely. So, Governor McMaster, I want to congratulate you and your staff working with the private sector and making the vaccine available to as many South Carolinians as possible. And it takes about an hour, and it'd be well worth your time. So I want to congratulate you on that. The reason I'm here today with the governor is I've been in the House and the Senate for a while now, and I've never been more worried about a piece of legislation than I am H.R. 1. Now, why am I worried? H.R. 1 is an attempt by the radical left to take over every election system in the country. H.R. 1 would be the federalization of elections for Congress. It would be in violation of the Constitution, in my view, but the contents of this bill should scare everybody in South Carolina and throughout the nation who believe in robust voting but integrity at the ballot box. Number one, it does away with voter ID requirements. H.R. 1 would eliminate the ability of any state to require a voter to prove you are who you are. That, to me, is stunning. You can't get on an airplane. You can't go anywhere in this country. You can't apparently do much for Delta and Coca-Cola shareholders. You have to have an ID to go to the shareholder meeting. So it would eliminate voter ID. It would take away from the states the ability to redistrict for congressional purposes. What does that mean to South Carolina?